A very good morning to everyone. Today we have a very special guest with us, Miss Fareen Bhagwat from Learning Curve. So before we get into our session, let me introduce her to all of you. Miss Fareen Bhagwat is the regional manager of Bangalore region for the Learning Curve Preschool and Daycare. She has done her master's in human development. She has worked in different sectors of early childhood education, right from being a teacher, a center manager, a line manager, a content developer, and much more. She holds a total number of years of experience, as in 5 years, in this preschool sector. And she enjoys doing art activities in her free time, and she is very inclined towards music. So, here with a very interesting introduction, a very warm welcome to you, Miss Fareen.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay,
I think being in early childhood sector, creativity comes hand in hand. So yeah, that's how it is.
absolutely. And it comes very handy as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Really. Okay, to begin with, I would like to understand, what was the thought and behind probably starting the school learning curve, and if you can throw a little bit of light about the name. It's a very interesting name, learning curve. Why is it so? So please tell us.
So basically, the learning of preschool and daycare is run by a director. He's the core of the entire learning of preschool and daycare. His name is Mr. Suhas Bedekar. So he's the director. So he along with his friends decided to do something in early childhood education, and they wanted to cater the youngest group of our society, which is the small kids, because they believe that they are the future of our India, and definitely, investing in their curriculum, in their learning journey is the best thing that we can do as a citizen of India. So yeah, that's how the learning of preschool and daycare got started. Definitely, if you see the learning curve, so we believe that the curve is very infinite. So yeah, we believe that the learning journey is just continuous, continuous, and continuous. That's why we have that learning curve in our name, and we are very proud of it.
Absolutely. That sounds so interesting and it's such a unique name. That's
Yeah.
wonderful. So, which was the first year that curve actually came into existence?
Yeah, so we started our journey on 14th November 2011. If you see the date, it's a children's day. So yeah, the whole world of us rotates around the younger kids, the energy that they have. So we started our journey in 2011, and the first center that we established is Chembur Center in Mumbai. Yeah, that's the oldest center we have.
Wow. Okay, so currently, how many centers are there?
So currently we have centers in Mumbai, Pune, and Bangalore, and the number, if I have to tell you, it's almost 50 that we have.
Wow, that's amazing. And in
Yeah.
Bangalore itself, how many do you have?
We have 8 centers in Bangalore. So to be very specific with the areas, we have it in Hormau, Indiranagar, Maleshpalya, Whitefield, Sarjapur, Electronic City, Banirghatta, and Jayanagar. And
Wow,
we are planning to expand much more. So yeah.
wow. So you plan to have it in probably every area in Bangalore. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's lovely. So if you can throw a little light on how many children do you accept in each of the classrooms?
Yeah, so
What is it?
basically, the ratio of child and teacher, or to be very specific, adults, because we don't believe in teacher-child ratio, we believe in adult-child ratio. Because yeah, so it depends upon center to center, the capacity, but the common thing that we follow is that we generally keep in mind that if there are 7 kids inside the classroom, there has to be one adult. If we have 12 kids, then 12 kids is to 2 adults. That's how we generally keep the teacher-child ratio in our center and classroom.
Wow, that's an amazing because the individual attention would be
Correct.
amazing, with such less number and teacher for every 7 children. That's an amazing student teacher ratio. So tell me, Miss Farini, of course, you have seen, especially in city like Bangalore, that there are schools coming up each year. I mean, not just the primary or secondary, but even the preschools. Probably every second or third lane has a preschool. So with so
Yeah.
many preschools mushrooming, how does learning curve stand to make a difference?
Okay. So to begin with, I'm very proud to say this that we are very updated. If you are aware, there is something called as NEP and NCA that have worked so much recently in early childhood education. So we are so updated that we have actually incorporated their policies and their aspects in regards to early childhood education in our curriculum, and we have actually the first preschool to wholly develop a curriculum which is based in compliance with NEP and NCF. Okay, we also follow a lot of right practices. We have lots and lots of processes in terms of child safety and security. So yeah, we stand out in a way where we are very upgraded with all the practices or services that are supposed to be offered in the early childhood education sector.
Wow. So you have your own curriculum?
Yeah, we have our own curriculum. So our curriculum is named as International Blended Curriculum, which is made in compliance with NEP and NCS. And we, along with being a very good curriculum and following all the processes, we also ensure that the quality is maintained in every center that we have around India.
That's amazing. So, how many more cities is Learning Curve planning to expand and extend the wings?
Yeah, so we are planning many things as of now. So definitely, when we will be upgrading, we will be keeping everybody updated about it. We do have our websites also. So yeah, I mean, parents and everybody who is willing to go through our services and our school and daycare services, they can definitely go through our website, which is the learning of preschool and daycare.com.
Wow. So tell me, Miss Fareen, usually for parents, now suppose, the parent has a child who's say about 3-4 years old, and they see another child who's of the same age group, and the other child seems to know much more than probably this parent's child. So, would you like to share your thoughts on if there is any particular way that a child learns?
Okay, to be very honest, if you see this hand, every finger is a different, yeah. In the same way, you are different, I am different, and every child is different in their own way. So generally, when we come across such situations where parents are very concerned that, ma'am, my child is not has started writing, and if you see his friend has started writing, so we definitely tell them that, sir, it requires a lot of patience and lot of understanding towards the child to actually understand that what is the progression of the child happening. So it might happen that I start speaking early, but I start writing little late. Okay, so yeah, that is there. So I feel we all need to accept this, that every child has their own developmental milestones and they develop in their own ways. And rather than focusing on what is not getting developed, we should be happy that yes, my child is getting developed and learning things around the exposure that he or she is getting. Coming to the point, yes, we do come across within the classrooms that few children are, are a little delayed in terms of, if you say, fine motor skills or gross motor skills. So definitely we have lots and lots of activities like, we have toys, we have physical activities inside our classrooms, through which when we give exposure to the children, we come to know that, yes, for example, Fareen is facing problem with the grasping issue. So we generally tend to give more activities which involve fine motor development. So through this, we ensure that we give lots and lots of exposure to the child so that he gets developed in that particular milestone. And along with that, we ensure that we are not pushing the child to an extent where the willingness of the child is getting hampered to learn that thing. So yeah, everything goes hand in hand. We have processes called as portfolios and report card assessment. So definitely we don't believe in taking examinations, but we do informal assessments throughout our curriculum in every aspect, and through which we come to know the milestones of the children where extra care is to be given, and the teachers are trained in such a way that they focus on giving that exposure and try to develop that area of the child.
Wow, that's very well said. And it's so true, like you said. So, parents need to understand that every child has a unique pace and way of learning, and they just need
Correct.
to have a little patience, right? Another thing that we see today, parents are like, once the child comes back from school, the child goes for art and then music or dance, and there are a whole lot of activities or classes that parents like to send their children to. So, is there any particular way or any particular skill that the parents can help the child imbibe in order to develop an overall personality? Because everybody wants their children to have an overall personality.
Yeah, so definitely extracurricular activities work the best for every child, be it a child or be it us also. I mean, I think we also keep upgrading ourselves with the skills that we like or areas that we come across. So nowadays, everybody is fond of learning chat GPT and yeah, new trends are coming into picture. So coming back to early years, definitely I feel that so the children should be exposed to a lot of activities like music, dance and all this. So yeah, at our centers we also have after school activities like dance, iMath, robotics and all these activities. So we do have facilities available for that also, and we encourage our parents to do that and make children participate in that activities also. Apart from this, in our curriculum, to give you an insight, we do have something called as project-based learning. So through project-based learning, we ensure that the child is learning things in form of projects with the peers, and also we give a part of activity to the parents to do at home. So we ensure that the parents' participation in the learning journey of child is also incorporated. So yeah, we have something called as project-based learning where we ensure that parents are participating and encouraging the child and becoming a part of child's learning journey. Along with that, we definitely have lots and lots of sports activity at our centers. We have annual concerts, festivals, celebration, where we invite our parents. So yeah, we definitely ensure that the parents' participation is there in every aspect of our school and daycare services.
Okay, that's amazing. So, you've almost kind of thrown a little bit of light on my next question, which was that at Learning Curve, how much of emphasis do you give on activities, or as part of curriculum, how much stress is given to activities in Learning Curve?
Okay, so coming to activities, if you see our curriculum, which is an international blended curriculum, we focus more on activities only because we believe that when the child does something on his own, the learning becomes faster. Yes, our teachers are there to guide them, facilitate them, but we believe that when the child does something on his own, or be it for us also. For example, it is very easy for me to tell you that the recipe of dal is so and so, but in reality, when you do it on your own, you remember it for your lifetime. So that's how it works with the children also, right? So yeah, we definitely guide them. We are there with them. We make them understand concepts that are required for them to learn. But when it comes to activities, we ensure that the children are doing lots and lots of activities on their own because it helps them to enhance their own creativity and enhance their own critical thinking here. So yeah, we have lots and lots of combinations of activities like free choice, where we focus on the child's creativity getting enhanced. So we have a kind of a setup where we give children toys, okay, and they try to make something out of the toys that is given to them, be it pipe builders, be it blocks or nut and bolts and etc. So here the teacher is sitting with them, she's guiding them what is supposed to be done, how it can be made into a structure, vice versa, and then the children try to do it. So if you see here, lots and lots of activities are given, and through these activities we achieve the learning outcomes also. Like for example, my focus is that my children should learn how to grasp the block. So when I give this activity to my children, my whole agenda of fine motor skill development is coming into picture, and my children also enjoying and they are learning at the same time. So yeah, lots and lots of activities are there.
Wow, sounds like so much fun. Now, when we were talking about each child being unique, uh, you know, I would like to understand from you that there would be some children who, like you have your learning objectives for each year.
Correct.
So sometimes certain children are not able to cope up and they take their own time. So, is there some kind of a support that learning curve gives to such children in order to ensure that children are able to reach that level by the end of the year?
Yes, so as I told you that we do have our assessment procedures happening inside the classrooms through portfolios and report card assessments. So definitely, when we go through this process, we can understand. And during the classrooms also, after a few days, when the teacher realizes that yes, there is an extra support that has been given to the child, so we generally focus more towards the what do you say? Not something like. I would say not a problem with the child, but definitely to improve their development, I would say. So yeah, and if required, we generally have extra arrangements also done so that where the parent can actually send the child and the teacher can sit with the child one on one and we can give that support to the child. Where few children definitely have issues in terms of I would say they have a little slow pace in understanding phonics, in making the strokes of the alphabet. So definitely we ensure that some extra support is given to the child maybe after school or during the classroom time. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Now, currently, at least nowadays, the kind of world that we are living in has so much of digitization. Probably an infant as young as 5, 6 months old would also know how to figure out his or her way on the mobile. So, in such a world that we live in, how do you think that parents can inculcate or help children become curious learner or inculcate curiosity in them, help them become explorers?
So as a parent, I feel parents can do a lot of activities like storytelling at home, giving exposure to a lot of toys at home. So a lot of things are available in the market like puzzles, and you get a lot of coding activity games. So coding activities are basically where the child is actually using his own critical thinking and trying to solve the problem in a particular toy, if you say, or a puzzle, if you say. So when you give such activities to the kids and you give exposure to a lot of story reading and reading activities to the kids, they automatically start exploring different parts of the areas. Okay, for example, if I have to say a story, if you pick up any random storybook, every story has a background to it, and the child learns something about the particular topic that is there in the story, be it a moral or be it any character in that story. So yeah, it helps the child to explore different aspects of the areas that are there around the world, and through activities like puzzles and games and odd man out and what is missing, what is right, what is wrong. Here the child is doing lots and lots of critical thinking. So yeah, I feel parents should start investing in storybooks and puzzle games and lots of such activities, toys, where in free time the child can actually enjoy and learn something out of it, rather than just giving them mobile phones and TVs where they are just sitting and watching it and nothing is getting grasped. It's just for the sake. I mean, it's for us also. We only watch TVs like it's a dead brain. We only see it. We don't grasp anything out of it. So yeah, I feel you instead of giving a digital what do you say, just a random TV show or anything, the parents can definitely give storybooks and some free play activities to the kids. In fact, I also suggest parents that it only takes crayons and a piece of paper to sit with your child, where you can actually have fun with the child doing the activity, and you can actually frame it and make it like a memory and hang it around in your house and show it like a memories. Because yeah, once the time is gone, it's gone. So I generally tell parents to please invest the time in your parents' children, be it half an hour or 1 hour or 15 minutes also, because this time is going to help build that relationship strong in your future ahead. Yeah.
I think that's very well said. And also, I would like to understand, of course, you spoke about, parent participation. So, in terms of when you give some kind of activity, like you said about project-based activities, also I'm sure that children carry home something, whether you call it homework or whatever that we want to word it as. So, to what extent do you expect the parents to help the children, whether it's to do with their work, which is given for home, or when there are activities or events that happen in school? So, what kind of involvement is required at learning curve from parents?
Yeah. So, like I said, definitely we have lots and lots of activities at the center. That is concerts and events, and a lot of festival celebrations happening at the center. We have activities that generally we send children at home. So we definitely ensure that parents are participating some or the other way in child's learning journey. But yeah, considering that everybody doesn't have a same schedule or everybody doesn't have a same work style, we generally don't have a particular rule that yes, you have to do it, and we can't be very strict with their schedule. But yeah, we encourage parents that at least 15 minutes, 20 minutes sit with the child, half an hour, and just give them that time and ensure that they are learning along with you, because the feeling that the child gets learning from and sitting with the child is a very different feeling. No matter the child is coming for 6 hours, 7 hours at home, but they are very excited sometimes to do the activities and the parent are sitting with them. So one of the medium called as project-based learning that we have in our curriculum is a way which is a very creative way where the child and the parent will be doing activities which are fun, which will be, to give you an example, if for example it is an activity where the child is supposed to collect different types of leaves. So yeah, it's an activity where the child and the parent will be taking a walk to the garden and collecting different types of leaves, and they will be making a project out of it in the scrapbook. So if you see, the parent is also going to enjoy it, and the child is definitely going to enjoy it to 100%. So yeah, we ensure that the parent participation is there in every aspect. But as I told, it also depends upon the parents' back end thing also, how much they are able to give their time. Yeah.
Absolutely. So now a workforce, as we call them, or the teachers, the pillars of any school. So in case somebody would like to join Learning Curve, what is the process that you follow in order to recruit teachers?
Yeah, so definitely we are always welcoming people who have who are very passionate to work in early childhood education sector. So to give you a general briefing about the process that we follow, definitely we believe in meeting the person face to face rather than just having a telephonic conversation. Because yeah, when you meet the person in person, that aspect of communication and that touch that you build is a very different thing. Yeah, the comfort that you give to a candidate. So we start with a formal interaction where we try to understand the previous experience of the candidate, what is their approach towards the next opportunity that we are going to give them, what are the expectations, their pay scales, and etc. Post that, when we are done understanding that yes, the candidate is eligible to be enrolled or to be given a second round of interview, we give them a demo session that is supposed to be done. So demo sessions, usually we ask them to make a story demo, or we ask them to do a rhyme demo or a concept demo inside the classroom. Through these demos, we come to know the communication aspects of the teacher. We come to know their bonding skills, like how effectively they are able to connect to the child, how well they are able to grasp the attention of the child. We definitely check the teaching aids or the teaching material that they are using, because yes, when it comes to younger kids, they always need something to grasp their attention. So yeah, we definitely believe that whenever a teacher is coming to a demo, it's a very common thing that a teaching aid is required, because we are going for a preschool teacher interview. So yeah, we follow all these things. We do have paperwork also where we actually access the teachers in this various areas. We do have a parameter in our interview procedure where we actually ask the teacher to write a comment that she's going to tell to a parent, but that comment, but that the area is a negative area. Okay, for example, to just to give you a briefing, for example, the child is not able to write properly. So how are you going to, inform the child about, inform the parent about this aspect that the child is lacking in writing in such a way? Okay, so through this we come to know that how well she is able to, inform the parent that yes, the child is lacking, but what we are supposed to do, or how she is able to communicate this to the parents. So through that comment also, we come to know a lot of things about that candidate, that how well she is able to, you know, inform the parent in a good way. Yeah, so there are a lot of things just like this.
Wow.
So it's
That's the, I think, first time I'm hearing. That's a very unique way of knowing how a teacher is going to communicate to the parent, and it's a very crucial thing. That's
yeah.
amazing what you guys are doing. And so, since you have your own curriculum, of course, most schools during the induction do train their teachers. But so, do you have some kind of a refresher training as well for the teachers?
Okay, so learning curve, I'm very proud to say this. We give teachers 4 times training in a year. So we have 4 terms. Every term the teacher gets training. And definitely, as a regional managers of different regions, they visit the centers regularly and they sit with the staff and teachers also. And on the daily basis, also, we check with the teachers if they require any help. So apart from trainings that happen every term, that is once in 3 months, we ensure that we give a whole support to the teachers when we visit the centers, and we sit and do doubt clearing with them. And whenever required, we are available on the phone calls also. So as I said, when we ensure the quality education is happening, we ensure that we are supporting our teachers also. So yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I think that really makes a lot of difference when you do the training so many times. It helps in reiterating and refreshing their memory in what is required for them.
Just to add here, so along with preschool, we also give trainings to our daycare teachers. So it's not just that we randomly put them inside the classroom. We have a special schedule for our daycare that is run inside the classrooms, and our daycare teacher also goes under the trainings every 3 months. Yeah.
That's great. So, since you have a daycare facility, up to what time does it extend?
So the minimum hours that we offer is 4 hours, and the maximum is the entire day. So if, just to give you an idea, it's almost like 10 to 12 hours. So yeah, that's how we generally have the hours of daycare.
And what is the minimum age group that you take the children for daycare?
Yeah, so definitely it also again differs center to center. We have infant care facilities also with us. So yeah, so when I say infant, it's like maximum minimum is 7 to 8 months, because 6 months the child is very very young and is still getting fed. So 7 and 8 months is something that we generally start, and the maximum that we go in terms of daycare is 7 or maximum 8. But beyond that, we generally don't allow, because we feel that the children are big enough now.
Yeah, absolutely. One concern that is there in the minds of most parents, especially in today's times, because of few incidents that have occurred, is to do with safety. So, of course, as per the government mandate, schools are supposed to have safety protocols in place. So, at learning curve, what are the steps regarding safety that you have put in place to ensure that children remain safe within the confines of school?
So, safety, when it comes to safety, we ensure that everything is in line right from the children enters inside the school or daycare, and the moment they go out from the center. So starting with coming in, we have registers maintained at a center which is called as in and out register, where the child, when the parent is dropping the child, the parent notes down the details of the dropping time and everything and gives a signature to it. The same thing happens when the parent is coming to pick up the child. So yeah, we ensure that the child is getting dropped and the parent is doing proper documentation of it. We do have security guards also at our gate. Coming to this, we do have pick up and drop cards also. So in that pick up and drop card, we have 3 photographs. For example, for a particular child, if the parent is going to come and one more extra person they are giving us, that if we are not coming, this person is going to come. So we ensure that the photographs and the details of that person are also provided. So we only hand over the child to the person between those 3 photos that we have or the data that we have. Apart from this, we don't hand over the child. If the parent says that yes, we all 3 are not available, then we ask them to drop us a mail along with a photo and intimation that yes, I am giving you the permission to hand over my child to so and so person. Then only we hand over the child to that person. So yeah, from pick up and drop perspective, we generally maintain that safety. To give you a broad perspective, inside the classroom, we have live camera access, which is live every time. You can watch your child inside the classroom, right from the child enters to the child leaves the center. So why live camera access? Because we are very proud of it because we maintain in transparency. That's why this safety protocol is being there with us right from the beginning till now, and we will keep it continuing because this is something which keeps the parents also assured that yes, my child is safe and I can observe my child or look my child whenever I want. Along with this, we also believe in documentation at a center. So we have documentation of everything, right from accident happening with the child within the center, anything other than that. So what generally we do is we have registers at our centers. Whenever any accident happens with the child, we inform the parent there and there. We have on-call emergency doctors also with us who are available to us whenever we call them. So every center has a tie-up with particular school, particular hospital. Coming to the documentation, when we document the incident or accident in the registers, we ensure that the person who has witnessed them, the person who has applied or taken care of the first aid is putting the signature, and we also ensure that when the parent comes to pick up the child, the parent is also giving us a signature as an acknowledgement that yes, they are aware, because yes, we believe in getting clearance from every aspect that is possible. So we have lots and lots of procedures like this. Along with this, we ensure that hygiene is maintained at the center because yes, it's the indirect way of safety to the child. We have daily cleaning at our center. So every 2 hours, we ensure that the classrooms are getting mopped and groomed, along with the washrooms getting cleaned. Along with this, we ensure that every Saturday deep cleaning is happening. Deep cleaning means the entire center gets cleaned, right from the toys to the cupboards to everything. And we have a documentation of the same. So our team ensures that everything is happening every monthly basis, every 15 days we have audits at the center where we ourselves go and check, and we do audits at the center to ensure that yes, things are in place. So yeah, safety and security and the hygiene at the center levels are like a top thing
Wow.
for us.
Yeah, and that sounds so much, and it's a huge list. But I'm sure the parents would be so happy and so assured that knowing that their children are safe and you guys are taking so much of effort in ensuring the child remains safe, not just in other ways, but also regarding hygiene. So that's amazing. So, yes, Miss Fareen, now towards the end, I would like to know from you that what was probably the eureka moment for you, or the time when you realized, or who inspired you to become an educator?
Actually, when I was studying, so I came up. So when I say human development, it covers all the aspects related to humans, right from the early years to the adult age group. So when I was actually learning, I came to know that there are schools that are there, but not every school is, taking good care of. I'm not blaming anybody, but yeah, a proper curriculum, a proper safety, proper hygiene level, everything is very, very important. And when you go through all these things, you, as a citizen, you feel that yes, I think there is a need to work in this sector, and if I can make a change, I can be a part of that change, then why not? So yeah, creating awareness, creating in this field where I can be a part to ensure that quality education is happening around and quality education is given inside the classrooms is something that inspired me to be an educator. And yes, 5 years and I'm still there, and I don't feel like I will be willing to change the field now because yes, I'm very happy, and I'm very happy because whenever I visit centers, the only thing I see is those smiling faces that come. So when you go, the children don't know me, but they generally welcome me. That good morning, ma'am. How are you? And my day is just amazing. I mean, I just feel happy when I meet them. So yes, there are a lot of sectors to work around, but I feel when you are around children, that positivity, that vibe that you gave, it changes your entire day and your entire life. The perspective that you have towards anything in your day or anything around your day. So yeah, children and children. That's how it is.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's so true. And it all comes out of genuine love with where children are concerned. That's amazing, Ms. Fareen. It has been so interesting talking to you, and I can see the passion and love for the work that you do, translating in the way you speak. And and we wish you and Learning Curve all the very best. And we pray that Learning Curve will not only have another center or branches in every nook and corner in Bangalore, but probably in every city in our country. So, wish you all the very best. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It was nice meeting you. Thank you. I mean, sometimes I feel such kind of platforms give us the exposure to talk about our services and the things that we are actually, offering to the world to make a change. Yeah. So I feel very blessed to have this interview happen. Thank you so much. I would also like to thank Skoolz platform because, yeah, generally people don't care about, they just give the websites and things happen. But having an interview where you are giving a platform to people to actually talk about the services that you provide, it becomes a very interesting thing for parents also to know from person who is actually working there. And what happens generally when we go through some kind of a website or a documentation, we don't get that kind of a knowledge unless and until we are visiting. I'm hoping that through this interview, the parents will get more and more insight about our brand and about the services that we offer to our younger kids.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. Absolutely, they will. Thank you again. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.